Welcome to tonight's lesson. So tonight's lesson is going to be a short lesson because it's just an introduction that I'm going to do. Yeah, so like I told you in the group that I'm going to be offering these lessons, and these lessons are basically for those people that completely do not know anything about computers. You know, as a student, you need to learn what a computer is, and a computer is not only that big thing that you see on the on desk. That one is called a desktop. Anyway, we're going to learn this as we progress. Yeah, so even a laptop is also a computer. A phone is also a computer. Yeah, so we're going to learn about mini computers and other types of computers. Yeah, so just just make sure that you're not missing out the classes. And the other thing that I would like to emphasize is that since the course is going to be short, it's only going to take about, I think, 2 weeks, if not 3 weeks. Let's ensure that we attend all the classes and also answer the exercises that I'm going to be giving you. Yeah, because most of the exercises will be practical. You need to practice how to use, for instance, Microsoft Word, Microsoft PowerPoint, Excel, and so on. Yeah, so you need to know how to use those as a student. All right, so let's quickly look at the course outline for this course. Okay, so tonight we're not going to spend a lot of time talking about this because it's basically just about knowing what we're going to cover in this particular course. All right, so the first thing that we're going to cover is the introduction to computers. So under this topic, I'm going to introduce you to computers, and I'll make sure that I also introduce you to different types of computers. I'll define what a computer is. You know what we are going to be talking about. And then I'll also tell you the components that makes up a computer. Yeah, so there are different components, but there are those that are important and those that are just there to help out. Yeah, so the next thing that we're going to look at the hardware and the softwares. Yeah, so hardware are simply those things that you are able to see. The things that you are able to see on a computer, things like the things like the keyboard, the mouse. Yeah, okay, there are a lot of things that make up a computer. So we're going to discuss all these things. And then apart from that, we'll also look at the softwares. Yeah, so the softwares are the same things that you people like calling apps. Yeah, some people call them programs. Yeah, so if you would like to go further on how to build softwares, you can still inbox me so that even after learning about the basics of computers, we can proceed together and see how we can help each other to assist to build programs. All right, and then after hardwares and softwares, we're going to look at data and information. So under this topic, we're just going to discuss how data flows from the central processing unit to the monitor, to the keyboard, and to other parts of the computer. And then apart from that, we'll look at the most important part of this course, which is Microsoft Word processing. Yeah, so as a student, you have to make sure that you know how to type, you know how to write letters and everything, assignments using Microsoft Word. And then apart from that, you also need to know how to use Excel, how to come up with Excel sheets, how to make simple programs in Excel, how to make simple data what do you call that? Anyway, we'll learn about that. Yeah. So how to analyze data in Excel. Yeah. So these are simple and straightforward. Make sure that you don't just miss classes. You're going to learn all these things. And then we're also going to make sure that we look at linear programming in Excel, which is also one of the very important topics that you do not need, that you don't need to miss. Yeah, so we'll further look at Microsoft Access and its application. And then apart from that, we'll look at PowerPoint, and I think PowerPoint will be our last topic that we're going to cover. So this is just a simple course and a short course that is just going to introduce you to computers. But if you need to go further on computers, feel free to talk to me, and then I'll see how I'm going to reschedule my timetable so that I can start teaching you detailed things about computers. Yeah. All right. So I'll also make sure that I teach you how to make PowerPoint presentations, because you need this. You'll be having presentations, more especially those that are doing law and those that are going to Livingston to do medicine. You're going to make sure that, rather, you're going to be having presentations almost every week. And yeah, in a semester, I can have them maybe 4 or 5 times. Yeah, so make sure that you know how to make PowerPoints. Even the way you present your work, also matters. Yeah, so it also matters, and it also helps you to gain more marks. Yeah, so you need to know how to make good PowerPoints. You don't just make a PowerPoint anyhow. Yeah. All right. And I'm sure from the way I've just presented this, you can see that my PowerPoint is on point. Yeah. So you can, this is something that I just made in less than 15 minutes, and I was done. Now imagine if I can make this in less than 15 minutes and it's looking like this. Now imagine me teaching you how to make a PowerPoint that you can maybe spend like 30 minutes making. And or let me put it this way, imagine if I sit down to make a PowerPoint and just take my time like in 30 minutes or so, how would that PowerPoint look like? To be a nice PowerPoint, of course. Yeah, so make sure that you don't miss out these classes. And of course, they are not free. They are not free. I'm sure some of you are asking yourselves if these classes are free or not. They are not free. Yeah, and then the other thing that we're going to look at is internet and web technology. So this is also very important. As a student, you need to know how to use the internet, how to download the browsers on your computers, and how to set them up so that they are fast, and also how to download videos on YouTube, how to download videos on the internet on different websites, how to download books. I will show you the websites where you can get free books without paying any coin. Yeah, so not only novels, but also academic books. Yeah, so those books that are sold, those that are not just given for free. I'll show you how to download them for free. So just make sure that you make this simple payment, which is just 100 kwacha. Yeah, so for all my tuitions, I always charge 100 kwacha per month. Yeah, now since this is a short course, you still pay 100 kwacha because I'm going to teach a lot of things. Yeah. All right, so these are some of the accounts that you can use to send the money. Just make sure that when you send the money, you send me the screenshot, and I'm going to create a new group where I'm going to add only those people that are ready to start learning with me tomorrow. And yeah, tomorrow, those that are going to make payments, we are going to start learning tomorrow, and I'll add them to the new group, to a new WhatsApp group. So that other WhatsApp group will just remain as a general group where I'll be passing some announcements, some general announcements, but those announcements that are specifically for those that are taking the course will be announced in the new group that I'm going to form. So just ensure that you make this payment of 100 kwacha, and we start learning together tomorrow. And then the other thing that I forgot to mention is that every class that I'm going to be teaching you guys is going to be recorded. So in case you miss a class, you still have you still have chance to attend that class alone. How? By watching through the video that I'm going to be recording. For instance, this session has been recorded and it will be posted in the group. Yeah, so the group that I'm going to be posting, the group that I'm going to use to be posting the recorded classes will be the new group that I'm going to form. Yeah, so that group will only consist of people that will pay the 100 kwachas. Yeah, so I'm going to help you out. If you have any questions, feel free to inbox me on WhatsApp and I'll be there to respond to you. All right, thank you very much for your attention. See you in the next lesson that we are going to have, which is tomorrow. I don't know if you have any questions before I end the meeting. So if you have any questions, feel free to unmute yourself and ask. Yeah, before I end the meeting, you can simply just ask. Yeah, so the other thing that I emphasize, the other thing that I said, I don't know if you got it, is that this course is a practical course. So you expect almost every day after a class, you have an assignment. Yeah, so you'll be having an assignment to practice with your own computer. If you have any problems, feel free to contact me or to give me a direct for any time, any day, and I'll answer you and give you directions on how to go about with anything. Yeah, so feel free to unmute yourself and ask the question if you have any questions. Okay, so it seems like there are no questions. So see you in the next lesson that we're going to start, which is tomorrow. So we'll be starting our lessons at exactly 20 hours every Tuesday and Thursday. Yeah, so if at all I see that there's need for us to be having, to be learning more in a week, I'll also add another day so that at least we should be learning 3 times a week or even 4 times. Yeah. So that will depend on the response you guys are going to give me. All right, see you tomorrow. Shalom, shalom.